Hello, friends, and welcome to Take Two for this Wednesday, the 9th of February, 2022. I'm Jeannie. I'm so glad you've decided to join me on this whoomp day. Well, somebody made a remark to me recently, very recently, and they said, "Boy, Jeannie, has your hair grown long?" And I looked in the mirror and I was brushing it, and I thought, you know what? It really has. I really hadn't noticed how long it was. And a girlfriend of mine at church, she braided my hair before service started because it was kind of all over the place. And I said, "Can you braid my hair?" And she said, "Sure." And she's braiding it. And she said, "Gosh, it's a lot longer than the last time I braided it," which had been, I guess, a couple months ago. So she noticed it too. And I thought, isn't that something? It grew and I didn't even notice it. And why is that? Because hair growing is a gradual thing. There's a lot of things that go on in our lives that are gradual, and we don't realize that they're different than they were before until time has passed and we see a substantial difference from one thing to the next. A good example would be, say, that if you've gained or lost weight, for example. A lot of people who were on lockdown spent a lot of time getting in shape, and they took months to get in shape. Maybe they changed their eating habits in that time, or maybe it went the other way and they gained a lot of weight because they just ate too much and didn't have activity. There's a lot of things that can happen on a gradual basis. A garden is a good example. When my husband tills the land and very carefully puts his seeds in or his seedlings in, we have to wait for them to bloom and to grow and to have flowers or fruit come as a result of his hard labor. That's a gradual thing. That's a good gradual thing. But what's not a good gradual thing is if he just let it go and time passed and he let the weeds take over. Because weeds can start very small, but before you know it, they can choke everything out. So think about this, boys and girls. Think about gradual things that go on in your life. Some things that you've allowed to get completely out of control because you didn't take the time to watch the gradual process. An example would be, like I said, your garden, but what about things in your own personal life? Maybe you've let things go that you gradually let a bunch of bills pile up till eventually, when you finally get around to balancing your checkbook, it's out of control and you're, like this, and you have more debt than you do money to pay it off, and you start using credit cards to pay off credit cards. That's bad. That is something that can get completely out of control. There's a number of things. How about completely ignoring the fact that your children need your attention, and then gradually time passes on till at the end of that line, they resent you and dislike you and don't want any part of you in their lives. Remember that old song about the cats in the cradle, where the dad and his child, where he's always putting him off, and gradually, as time is passing, he's ignoring him and ignoring him till one day his son grows up to be like him because he learned that bad habit pattern. Boys and girls, I encourage you today, if there are things in your life that you need to stop and examine and say, am I letting time pass? Am I letting things gradually go in a wrong direction? Now's the time to nip it in the bud. Now is the time to say, I am going to stop and examine and not let things gradually get out of control till I get to the end of that line and discover that it's too late. Okay, now listen, go out and be a blessing to somebody today. You may end up being the only one who is. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Thank you to the new subscribers. I noticed that the numbers are going up some, but I could use a whole lot more, okay? So tell a friend. JeanneSigler. Hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. Every time another Take Two is posting, you'll be notified. Give me a little thumbs up, would you? I appreciate when you let me know that you like what you're hearing. Also, don't forget, of course, Through the Eyes of a New York Woman is streaming on 2 channels now. It's on ultimateoldiesradio.com every Saturday at 8 Central, 9 Eastern, AM and PM. And then again on oldies700.com on Sundays. That's oldies700.com on Sundays at 4 Central, 5 Eastern, AM and PM. Immediately followed by On the Road with Chef Michael. 2-hour block of really great programming on Sundays. All right, I love you all very much, okay? Now I think I'm going to go head over to the salon because, boy, do I need a trim. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.